What is going on, guys? Welcome back to As Told by Dice, episode number 3 of our Lost Mine of Phandelver show here. That's probably about the best I've done it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
I'll get better.
I think it was really good until you had to point out how much better it was than the other
than the last time. Yeah, you're right.
No, actually, I like that.
You like that
That's
part
the kind
of
of thing I look for.
Hey.
I like when people say, "Hey, you know that worked out well today." I'm just like, because as a viewer, I'm just like, "Yeah, you nailed it, buddy."
That is.
So when are we making the agreement that the rest of us all shave down to match Bacon's mustache?
Get the solo stash.
Oh no, I look like a I look like a sex offender when I only have a mustache.
You know,
what is Bacon?
I feel like
no, Bacon looks all right, man.
I feel like it's a state of mind, you know, where you're just like you got to kind of own it, and if you can't own it, then you start to look like
you're a pussy.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I kind of look like Bob from Bob's Burgers with here.
That's pretty
I don't
great.
know how well this will. I don't know how well this will.
Oh shit!
See? Yeah, that's not great.
Pablo Escobar.
Oh my god.
That's not great. That's not great.
That's a nice.
Yeah,
stash.
like if in a true crime podcast they just threw that up there on screen and said this guy may or may not have killed 3 people, I'd been like, that's possible. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that was like.
You're like, wait, I think I know that guy.
Yeah,
I thought my mustache was awesome until I got my driver's license, and I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe when I'll keep the mustache until the license expires and I have to go get a new one, and then when I see it in there, I go off. Yeah, this probably is not the one.
I want there to be some comedic element to my next license photo. I want it to be a really funny ass picture.
Yeah, you know,
somehow.
You remind me of somebody who would have planned that for like their school picture.
Yeah.
Did you ever or no?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet you
I should have.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, since last week we started a little late, why don't this week we start on time?
I want to do a thing. I definitely want to do a thing. I was thinking about.
okay.
I was thinking about the thing we used to do way back in the day. I believe it was in the Emberfall days.
Oh.
The thing I stole from Drunks and Dragons, which is now called Greetings Adventurers, where I have each one of you roll a d20.
Gotcha.
Whoever gets the highest number will do the recap.
What's funny is I rolled the highest number the first time I was ever on the show, and I didn't have a recap for you. It was like, I
remember that.
I have no clue.
If you roll 20, you get to choose someone to do the recap.
Gotcha.
So either roll low or roll nat 20.
Yeah, but if you roll a 1, then you have to do it.
You have to.
Have to. So Tunk has got a 16.
I did. I got a 16. Nice.
Oh!
Haha.
Fuck.
Castle's got a 19.
I also love how
unless
everyone's
Jordan
like...
rolls a 20 and it's like Bacon. I'm...
Well, we
Damn.
all... Dang.
18.
Wow. We had nice rolls.
Castle.
All right.
What happened the last time?
Am I doing like professionalism, the proper recap, or do I just say how I think of it?
Maybe a mix of both.
Okay, because I would definitely like the elements of the last week's session to be in there. However,
Okay.
I mean, feel free to comment.
So, from a personal level, we got our asses kicked.
True.
By goblins and water.
Yeah.
Well, okay. One of us got our asses kicked by water, and he's a turtle.
He was just preoccupied.
Thinking about that in retrospect is hilarious. However, for a serious recap, we entered the cave that we had found in session 1 to try and find our employer, Gundren.
Yep.
Gundren. And instead of ever finding him or figuring out if he was actually in there, we got ambushed because none of us have dark sight and our vision is very exposing.
Uh-huh.
They dropped a river on us, and it just kind of felt like combat deteriorated with each turn. And so after a near-death experience for Tunk, where he went down and had to be stabilized, we were able to stealthily float out the river. Well, I ran the fuck out of there, but the other 2 party members were able to stealthily float out the river, pretending to be dead bodies. We stabilized Tunk, and now we have to go through a trapped pathway to get back to our cart that's hopefully there and get to fucking Phandel?
Phandelver, yeah.
Phandalin, yeah.
Phandalin?
Hey, I would say you remember that pretty well. You did a good job.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
That was
that.
good.
Oh,
That
no, I
was
100% knew what I was going to say if I wanted a serious recap. But on a personal level, we got our asses kicked by goblins in water.
Yeah, we did.
Well, the dice were just not with you.
Yeah, you know, the
We
shots weren't
rolled-
falling. You know.
We rolled horribly for a majority of combat.
Yeah, and they hit my high AC a lot of the
Yeah,
time.
they were
so,
smacking you.
Yeah, they were doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But
I think I'm still unconscious though.
You are
you were
unconscious
stable.
but stable.
Okay.
Yes.
I rolled high for medicine check if I remember correct. Yeah, I rolled a dirty 20.
For those of you following along at home, we are using the D&D Beyond extension. So if you like kind of scroll over to the left-hand side of the screen, you can see everybody's stats. Because of the new key that will update the hit points will not be updated today because I didn't want to restart Foundry right before the game. So
Makes
my
sense.
bad there, but they'll update next time. But if you want to see everybody's stats, man, they're right there. D&D Beyond extension. Sponsor us. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
or
not,
do,
but I
or
Do
do.
it, yeah, do it, do it.
But yeah, so anyway, all right, so you guys have made it outside of the cave. It doesn't appear that anybody has given chase. Tunk is unconscious, but stable, and the two of you are very badly. Well, I don't know about very badly.
They're very badly.
If you were first level characters, you'd be very badly hurt for sure. But if you were high level, with those hit points. So yeah, what do you got? What are you guys doing?
Well, I believe that I am in charge of walking our Tortle friend out of the woods. So I believe Jaakko is in charge of making sure our path is clear and leading us down a safe path.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he is very heavy. You can definitely drag him. What's your? Let me take a look at your character sheet really quick because you're pretty strong. I don't know what I was thinking you were for.
I was gonna say I have 15 strength.
Yeah.
We could both try to carry him.
My passive athletics is 14.
Yeah, you can heave him up.
How about I will kind of like maybe 50 meters at a time, like scout it, make sure it's good, come back, then we can both carry him, and then we'll drop him, and then I'll check the next 50 meters, then we'll go back, carry him.
He wakes up and there's just like broken twigs and everything all over and inside his shell. He's like, "What happened?"
Maybe just
like,
set him.
Like your weight. That's what happened, man. You are wildly.
Your mother fed you well growing up.
You're massive. Okay.
I'm a big boy.
All right.
You're a
All
big
right,
boy.
So you guys start dragging him away from the mouth of the cave. Are you guys sticking to the path, or are you like?
Well, okay. So I don't want to be on the path because the path is where there's all the eyesight, and that's also where all the obvious traps are going to be.
Sure.
So we need to still be clearing our path, but we need to be able to see the path, and we need to be clearing our way, but we need to be off the path with the trees as cover.
Okay. So that is going to slow you down a little bit.
I'd rather be slow than dead.
Yeah, no, I absolutely 100% agree. And you guys are going to proceed as you said there, Jaakko. You're going to just like occasionally like scout ahead.
Yeah, that's cool. Or should I roll for it? Like for
No.
Okay.
No, you don't need to roll for it. So I would say after about an hour and a half of checking ahead, sticking to the side of the path, not on the path. After about an hour and a half, you guys get back to the Tribord Trail there, where you guys had like stashed the wagon and killed those first goblos. Nobody seems to be interested in giving you chase. They may just think you're all dead.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, they know I was alive, but they probably just don't care enough because one person ran off at the speed of light.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are back at the trail. Your wagon and the oxen are still there.
Okay. Well, okay, so they're not dead. The oxen are not dead, right?
No.
Game Master rolled 2 out of a D4.
Saw that.
He did.
I saw that.
Don't know what it
I'm a little
means,
concerned.
but hey, man. No, it's fine.
I'm very concerned, man.
No, we're fine.
No, don't be concerned.
We're good. Gonna go ahead. Get Tunk on the back of the cart,
Yeah.
and then hop on the front of the cart myself and start driving. And hopefully, Jaakko, tell Jaakko to get on the back. He has the ranged weapon. He's better to be the sentry if someone comes at us.
Sure.
Okay. Sounds good.
I must get our asses a moving.
Okay.
Respectfully to the ox, though.
All right. So it takes about 15 minutes to get things like situated, to get like a Tunk on there securely, and you get the, everything unhitched back on the road, and you start riding. About 15 minutes on the road. Tunk, you now have 1 hit point, and you wake up on your back, looking up at the trees and the you can see the sky above, and you're alive.
Yeah, I think the first thing, like, Tunk doesn't say anything. I think you just start to hear the munching on like a piece of paper type,
the seaweed
food. And yeah, if you look over at him, he's like laying on his back, head probably barely able to hit the ground because of how large his shell is, and he's just like reaching into this little pouch and eating just sheets of seaweed slowly in this. That's probably what you guys would see him doing.
I just I'm gonna sit next to you and pat the back of your head.
So
Say,
yeah, that was rough.
What do you mean? We were fine.
That sucked.
Like, she's like sore as he sits up, and he like hands the pouch to you. You want any?
Yeah. Sure, yeah, I'll have some.
Cool. Toltos?
What is it exactly?
It's
What am I eating?
it's like dried
Seaweed. You tried it before.
Yeah, you had it before.
like nori.
Yeah, you like yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, I'll have some. Sounds good.
Yeah, here. What happened?
I just do that like dad thing where I'm like driving, but I just throw my hand back.
Yeah. I hand you a couple sheets.
I will turn this wagon right around and go right back to that cave.
I swear to God, I'll take you back to the goblins.
What did we find Gundren, or what happened?
Yeah, no, we didn't find him.
Okay.
We we found our way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of got our asses kicked.
As soon as you went down, it was
we pretty much just aborted.
Yeah.
Mission.
That was the big red button.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to get out of there sooner, but
I kind of figured that if there was any hope of saving you, we would kind of have to give up on Gundren.
Okay. No. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, we have to do what we have. We weren't paid to save him,
Well, I mean, I guess technically he's the one paying us. However, there was no guarantee that he was even alive the moment we entered the cave.
Yeah.
And there was a guarantee that you were still alive. So I decided that I would risk saving you over finding him being alive.
You may. I think that's the right choice. I think that's what we do for each other, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I see we're back at the cart. So, are we gonna rest here and go back, or did you guys want to go to town? I think we might need some help.
Town.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're on the same page. Cool.
Yeah, let's go back to town.
I am making the executive decision. We are going to return to town.
Okay.
We are going to find somewhere to rest.
Yes.
Rest. Get our sleep in tonight. And in the morning, we can deliver the goods and figure out if we want to go back or not.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll line up with that.
Let's do it. That sounds good. Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
No,
as
we're
going-
not gonna be that aggressive with the ox again, Jaakko. We're not.
Yeah, didn't I try to drift it or something?
Yeah.
Did it not work? I can't remember.
No. Scientifically speaking, we could not go fast enough, and the tires cannot spin fast enough for that to happen.
Damn
You
it.
tried though. I think
Maybe someday
Eventually.
you'll have to admit that one.
as we're leaving,
Maybe.
Tunk would just say, I just want to say thank you for getting me here. You know, I know that probably wasn't easy, so.
No, you're not that heavy.
Oh, thanks. Was always told I was, so
All those you must be losing weight. All that seaweed.
it's good for you. It's tasty, huh?
You know what? It's us versus all the evil in the world. You know what I'm saying? We represent all that is good. And good people can't let other good people die. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Toltos is just thinking in the back of his head how these two wanted to drink the beer
I am
before we had
pretty
delivered
good.
anything,
Yeah.
and how Jaakko had wanted to like take stuff, and I'm like just thinking to myself, I'm like, I won't say it. I'll let him have this moment.
We're I'm just saying we're pretty much heroes, and I wouldn't let another hero die. Okay.
I hate to be that guy, but don't heroes usually beat the goblins and save the?
At the end.
I
At
feel
the
like
end.
I feel like the goblins are like that first hurdle, not the last one.
Depends.
We're
on the
just
story.
not.
I'm
at
sure
that
there was. I'm
point.
sure there's some form of media somewhere where goblins are like the big bad thing. Shout out the Goblin
Yeah.
Slayer. But not. I don't think that this was designed to be that in our story, if that's what we want to call it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. So, have any of you guys been to Phandelver before? Is it cool? Is
I
like,
have not.
Is it like Neverwinter? Is it big?
I have spent pretty much my whole life in Neverwinter.
Oh.
Like actually not pretty much. I literally have spent my entire.
Mondo.
So no, I haven't been there.
Would Toltos, as a former mercenary / marine, have ever been to Phandelver?
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say that like you've probably been through Phandelver, like maybe not spent any serious amount of time there, but you've probably like been through, like, you know, it's a good resting spot along the Tribord Trail.
I've been there, passing, not really taking in the sights or anything, just in my times. Doesn't stick out to me as like a spectacular city. It's a good resting spot, but
Okay.
I wouldn't
But
be
that's
able to
it?
tell you too much. I can't tell you too much more from my experience.
Well, maybe we can.
Why don't you give me a history check and
Bring
I'll
the
tell you
party.
if you recall some information.
Do I recall
about Phandelver.
anything cool? Let's see, folks.
First real.
Fun
roll.
fact: history is a -1, and I rolled an 11.
That's not
I mean,
bad.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're telling your friends about what you remember of Phandelver, you remember that it's built on the ruins of a much older settlement. Hundreds of years ago, it was a thriving human town whose people were firmly allied with dwarves and gnomes who used to mine the area.
Fancy.
But about 500 years ago, it was sacked. Completely sacked and
Completely sacked.
pretty much wiped off the face of Faerun, except for like, you know, these bits of ruins that they kind of rebuilt on centuries later.
It got
Um,
bodied.
the common belief is that it was sacked by a horde of orcs.
If you said a horde of goblins, I was just gonna be done. I
No,
was like,
horde
fuck
of
this shit.
orcs.
I'm done. Goblins are the big bad guy. I was wrong. A horde of
But,
orcs. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like 500 years ago, and that's just what people say. I mean,
Right.
no one who was there at the time is
alive.
there now, right? So.
Well,
Well, I mean, there
maybe,
could be some
maybe.
elves.
I was gonna say like an
alive,
elf
yeah,
or something might.
but not when you were there. About
Yeah.
2.5 more hours pass on the road. Did you want to tell them anything else, like you might remember about Phandelver?
I probably just tell them about how I got bodied like Cedric Diggory in a graveyard.
Oh no.
Deacon's reaction was so much better than
That is.
I didn't expect it.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That was a good one. All
Yeah,
right.
that's good.
And it was.
Who the fuck is that?
Yo, it's a legendary character to all
I'll tell you later.
lizard-based creatures.
Oh, right.
Tortle, Dragonborn, it's a thing. Yeah, I just tell them about the sound getting, the old settlement being destroyed about 500 years ago, and then it was orcs, or so I've been told. Not much else I really know about it.
Okay.
If you see a nice house and you're wearing all black robes, don't rob it.
Okay.
Jaakko.
What? Sorry. Excuse
What?
me. Say the last thing again.
I said just don't rob anybody.
Yeah, I won't.
Okay. So, as you're
guess.
going along, the rutted track, like off of the Tribord Trail, it's like you come off the Tribord Trail, you hook a right, and the actual like road to Phandelver, yeah, it's like a rutted track. It's like wagons have gone back and forth. It's not as good of a trail as the Tribord Trail was, which was definitely the pits compared to the high road.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it emerges from a wooded hillside. You're catching your first glimpse of Phandelver. The sun is definitely setting. It is getting dark out. But you can see the town consists of about 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old field stone foundations. There's a lot of ruins with crumbling stone walls that are left over from like Lord knows how long ago. Well, 500 years probably. There's ivy and briars surrounding the newer houses and shops. You can tell it definitely was a much larger town a long time ago. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor house on a hillside on the east side of town. As you're approaching, yeah, you see people just like there's a few people still out, like heading in. There are children playing on the green, but they are being called in by their parents, and like everyone's kind of like looking at you. Some people are giving you little waves.
Street lights are coming on, boys.
Yeah, the parents are like, "It's getting dark out. It's time for supper. Come on in." And the kids are like, "I just want to play a little more."
God, good old times.
Yeah. As you're coming in, you pass this place here is Barthen's Provisions. There's a big sign. That's where you're supposed to take those things. It looks like the shop is currently closed.
What time is it?
It's like about 7 p.m.
Dang. I'm gonna go up and knock on the door.
Okay. So you guys are going to stop in front of Barthen's Provisions?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Probably not.
I'm gonna say, pretty sure this is where we gotta bring the stuff, and it looks like it's closed. So I'm just gonna go see if there might be somebody in there still, just closing, just sweeping up, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go knock on the door.
All right. Yeah, you knock on the door.
Oh,
Give me a strength check. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you knock on the door. There is no answer.
Oh, no.
Gasp.
I say, anybody there who needs provisions? We got some.
Jaakko,
A middle-aged woman who just happens to be like kind of
Walking
like
by?
strolling down the street. Yeah, she stops and she looks at you. She looks at you knocking on the door, and she sees the cart and the provisions on the wagon. And she says, "Oh, they're closed. However, I mean, his house is around back. If you'd like, I could go and see if he'll come. It looks like you have stuff to deliver."
Yes, please. Thank you, ma'am.
"Sure.
And
I'll be
yes.
right back."
I did
Okay,
say
thank you.
I did say that we should go and find an inn and sleep before we deliver them because I figured this would happen.
Oh no.
Well,
She goes around the back of
Do
the.
we need to sleep first?
No,
Oh,
as
because
long as we don't get
it's
attacked.
late.
Well,
She goes
and
around the back of
long rest.
Barthen's provisions. This middle-aged woman. She comes back with Barthen. They are both armed with great swords, and they're just like, "Oh, sucker! You should have gone to sleep." That does not happen. That is not canon.
God.
She comes back a couple of moments later, with a man you presume is probably Barthen. He's
Okay.
he's a dude. He's definitely some kind of man. Barthen is like he looks like he's got like a big napkin like tucked into his into the neck of his shirt, like he might have been
fake bougie.
tucking into some food. But I mean, he's lean and balding, so I mean, he's not tucking into a ton of food.
Sure.
He looks like he's about 50 years old.
Okay.
And he's
Okay.
like, how can I help you? I understand you have some stuff you wanted to unload.
Yes. So we were employed by Gundren, whom I'm assuming you know.
Oh yeah,
And-
Gundren Rockseeker. Yeah, we're expecting this shipment.
Yeah. So kind of he might be kind of in a goblin cave.
Is that some sort of euphemism?
No, he got
No, he got
attacked
kidnapped
on
by
the street
goblins.
and captured by goblins.
And we tried
Oh.
to save him, but it was we bit off a little more than we could chew, surprisingly. These are some very difficult goblins.
Oh crap!
Um,
That's terrible news.
And so after we thought we would escape, deliver this stuff to you, then maybe get some rest so we can be ready to fight again, and then go back there, kill them all, and hopefully bring Gundren back unscathed.
Hopefully, yeah. Oh wow, it's terrible. I mean, yeah, you guys look like you're a little beat up.
Yeah, well, mainly him, but he's got a tough shell.
No, I'm
So-
I'm
Oh.
extremely hurt as well.
Oh,
Like
well,
I was like, breathe on me one more time and I will die.
okay, well, I'm okay.
All right,
I'm
well,
sitting. Yeah, I'm
let me.
alright.
All right, hang. Give me one moment. Just wait right there. And he comes around after a couple more minutes. He's got the napkin untucked. And he's like, all right, bring the cart around back. He's like, I've got the payment that Gundren promised you, 10 gold pieces each. Wow. Oh my.
Oh.
That's definitely terrible news. But yeah, I'll take these goods in. Wow, I sure hope you can save them. And he gives you each like a small cloth pouch, like 10 gold pieces inside.
Thank you.
I'll go ahead and put that
Oh.
down.
Barton, is there somewhere where we can sleep tonight? Is there an inn or anything?
Yeah, he points down the street. He said at this big, large building right here. He's like, that's the Stonehill Inn. And he's just like, yeah, they'll definitely have a place. They could put you up for the night. Wow. Gundren, he's a
Close friend.
well, I mean, he's a friend. I mean, we're not super close, but he's definitely a friend. We're kind of anyway. I mean, do you think he's still alive?
Well, he had a companion that wasn't with him either, and we saw drag marks and stuff. So, I think they needed him, or else, why take him if they were just gonna rob him?
Sure,
They
sure.
tried to rob us. I don't think they would have taken us. So, and he could be. I don't know. I almost died, but he seemed like a tough guy.
I think the classic rule is 72 hours. I think we have 2 more days.
I mean, let me roll a die here. Yeah. He's like, he's like, I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but I mean, I don't know if it's going to help or not considering what's happened. But yeah, I mean, he was pretty sure he found the location of Wave Echo Cave. It was a pretty important mine around here. like hundreds of years ago, like back before when the old town was here, and the that horde came and razed the town, and
yeah. Toltos was telling us about that.
Yeah, he's like Gundren was pretty sure like that he had some information that would help him find the old mine. I mean, nobody's been able to find it. So, I mean, I don't know if that information will help or not, but I suppose if there were loose lips and someone spilled those beans, maybe someone's keeping him, hoping to find the location of the old mine.
I mean, that could make sense for sure. Dude,
so maybe there's a decent chance that he might still be alive, unless they've already gotten the information out of him.
Well, you knew him better than us, but you said you weren't that close. You know anyone who maybe was mad at him?
No, I mean he has a couple of brothers.
Oh, where are they?
They're camping out somewhere out in the woods nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, they set up they come into town every couple of days for supplies. I'm not exactly sure where they are. They come into town for supplies.
What?
So I know they're camping somewhere nearby.
Have you seen them recently, or do you think they might be coming back in?
I saw them, I think a couple of days ago is the last time I saw them. They probably won't be until closer to like the end of the week, maybe early, maybe early in the next 10 day. Because we got 10 days.
Okay. Well,
so is there somewhere we could stay maybe rest a little bit in town that is not going to cost us a lot of coin?
Oh, cheaper than the Stone. Is there another place besides Stonehill Inn?
Yes.
That's maybe cheaper.
Maybe they can kind of give us a discount because we're saving lives and stuff. I don't know.
Dog calling bullshit.
Yeah.
You could always like camp out you could always camp out on the green, I suppose. It's not supposed to rain tonight.
No, it's fine. How much? Well, we'll find out how much.
Nights have been pretty foggy lately, though. The fog has been kind of creepy. But,
yeah.
Jaakko, we just got paid.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? I'm loaded, so.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter. Yeah, we'll get the presidential suite. Oh wait, you're not the hotel person. All right.
No, I'm definitely not the hotel person.
Okay, we'll go talk to them. Thank you for your help, sir.
Bardenu, it's good to meet you. Thanks for coming out after your shop was closed.
Yeah, no worries. I figured it'd be best to get these things in, and seeing who you are, it's good to get you paid so that you have a little coin to spend at the inn.
Thank you.
All right.
Toltos just nods at him and starts walking to the inn.
Yeah, I just kind of nod. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Toltos, I'm gonna get you so fucking hammered tonight.
So, yeah, the Stonehill Inn is at the center of the town. Looks like a fairly newly built roadhouse. It's made of fieldstone and rough roadhouse. And you can hear people in the common room. It's like they're drinking and talking and having all sorts of great conversation. You can hear them from outside.
Oh, I think Tunk's just gonna he's gonna hurry inside.
Tonk, don't spend it all at once.
Yeah, the common room is just like filled with all sorts of people.
Oh, nice.
Just doing their things, like drinking and having a good old time.
Any special
as you guys step in.
Never mind. Go ahead.
As you guys come in though, it's like, I mean, you guys do look like you've seen better days. So you guys come in all sorts of beat up, and the conversations kind of like trail off. I mean, people are still talking, but they're like, oh, because you guys look pretty beat up.
Yeah.
Okay. I walk in and I say, the Lords of Phandelver have arrived. The next round of drinks is on me. That's what I say.
Okay.
I announce it to the room.
I try to make sure I'm not seeing when he says the Lords of Phandelver.
Hey, we will be. We might as well be already.
We could be.
I snuck on over to like whoever is in charge of this establishment, whether it be like the barkeep or some other importante.
What's the problem?
I'm with
And
you.
then I'm gonna
with you.
try and get a room established before any sort of festivities get too crazy.
I'm sitting with 4 HP, man. I'm ready to go.
No,
For sure.
I'm
So
This man starts a bar fight. I don't want to be in it.
A bar fight? Oh no.
you never know.
So,
You never know, bro.
I would like Jaakko to give me a charisma check.
There you go.
Charisma check. Got it.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
about to fall flat. Oh no.
It's okay. Ooh, those dice.
Oh,
no.
shit.
Okay, so yeah, so you've announced yourselves as the Lord. Drinks are on me.
Shit.
And I mean, people like give you a look like,
Timestamp, clip it.
all right, I guess the Lords of Phandelver are here. If they're really buying drinks, I mean that's super. But like, okay, these guys look like they're the lords of getting beat
The
up.
ass is kicked.
I mean, they don't say that out loud, but so they look at
Sure.
you and they're just like, they just go back to their conversations.
I imagine it like it's almost like a cartoon, like it's like super loud, like cafeteria, and then I'm like, "Hey," and I say my thing, and then it's like they look at us for a second, and then just it goes back to just this like loud, like
Yeah, someone drops a glass. Yeah, someone
yeah, like
drops a
they just
glass. Goes back
they
to
just like
normal.
completely ignore it. They're
Yeah.
just like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I walked to the beer, and I walked to the beer. Apparently, I don't need beer. I walked to the bar, and I get a beer because I
Yeah.
freaking need it.
Yeah, so the guy at the bar, he's a short human guy. He looks kind of friendly, and he's like cleaning a mug and he's talking to someone else. But as soon as you approach the bar, he glances over at you and gives you a very friendly smile. And he's like, "Greetings, stranger. How can I help you?"
Hey there, really could use a brewski right about now.
Oh, sure. We've
Oh,
got
yeah.
we've got some nice ale. We've got wine. What would you prefer?
I think ale. I would like a biggest size ale I can order.
I can give you a gallon of ale. I can give you a few mugs if you'd like.
Let's start with one. I'll get too overzealous.
Sure. A mug of ale, that'll be 4 copper, sir.
All right.
Is there anything I can get you to eat?
Ooh. What do we got to eat? What do you got to eat? What's on the menu tonight?
Well, we've got these. I've got some cheese. I've got some meat. The meat is. We've got some venison.
Ooh.
We've also got some. We've got some beef, and some pork. So I mean, I can give you a whole hunk of one of those things.
I'll get some
whatever your
venison.
preference is. Some venison, sure.
Sounds great.
All right.
I'm kind of on a high protein diet, so this is great. It's perfect.
Yeah, that'll even come with a half loaf of bread. That'll be
Okay.
3 silver pieces, and the mug of ale is 4 copper.
All right. So
So
I'll
yeah,
just-
you have to do a little math, maybe.
yeah. Oh jeez.
Maybe.
I'll slap down five silver pieces and tell him to keep the change.
Oh, very good, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
He didn't want to do the math.
I'm just a generous guy.
Mondo, for
What was
what
the
is it?
tip? What
what
did
is-
you tip him?
What is it? 80, 90, something. Some amount of copper
Copper
pieces.
Toltos, you said you were approaching the bar.
Yeah, I wanted to go for the bartender
Yeah.
or anybody who seemed to be like working the establishment, so I could kind of ask just like who I approach about getting a room, and then once I found that out, I would approach them and be like, "Hi, I just need a room that can hold 4 individual or 3. I would probably say 4 individuals just because of how big Tunk is, and Toltos is not a small individual himself, so it'd be like 3. 2, maybe like a large individual, or maybe like 4, whatever is best to fit the party, and just figure out how much that costs me.
All right. I mean, I sleep under beds, so
That's
we could
true.
pro-
Yeah, three. It fits 3 people. Put 2 beds
Yeah.
together, and you have 2 beds to hide under.
yeah.
Well, I've got we currently have 6 rooms available. I mean, each room is I mean, we're not like a very big inn. Each room's probably sufficient for one person. I suppose you could cram 2 in there if you really needed to.
Okay.
Well, how much is each room?
How much? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I mean, this is a modest inn. So each room here is 5 silver pieces for the night.
That's not bad.
I'll give my 5 silver.
Yeah, I'll give mine too. So
Fantastic.
I walked over with my beer and now I'm kind of standing talking to you guys also. So I'm involved with that and I'll say, yeah, I'll take the same and I'll slap down 5 silver pieces also.
Okay.
5 silver.
Wow.
Silver goes to 10, or 1 gold is 10 silver, right?
Yeah. That's how that math works.
It's tough sometimes because isn't there one of them that's like 100 to the next one or some shit?
Not really anymore, but yeah. I mean, copper's well, yeah, copper's 100 to a gold. But
I thought copper was 100. Wait.
No, isn't it? It was like
10
to platinum or something. It was like 100.
No, like a platinum is like
it's not 10 though, right? Like it was some weird.
It's not 10 gold. Yeah, it's like
so copper is
Copper's
one silver is 10 copper, 1 gold is 10 silver, and then whatever.
And then it's some weird thing for platinum. I couldn't remember if it was all the same, but yeah. So I'm sitting pretty. I'm good. I'm just making sure that Tonk and Jaakko, I'm like, listen, you guys, party it up, have a good night, make sure you're well rested, but just pay for your room first so you have enough money for your room.
Oh, okay. Here, I should give you that too, and I hand him my 5 silver pieces. Or my 1 gold and get 5 silver pieces back.
The worst part is being a paladin, I now realize that I'm going to be the dad of this campaign.
Yes.
So, sir, I'm going to add a little cheese to your meal, he says to Jaakko, because if you're renting a room, like, you get a little more with the meals. The meals are 3 silver pieces. Again, we've got that nice meat. It comes with a half a loaf of bread, and it comes with a little cheese.
You know what? I'm seeing the food. I'm tired and I'm hungry. I'll give him 3 silver pieces for a meal as well.
I'm going to.
Oh, fantastic!
What meat are you? Yeah. What meat are you gonna get? What are you gonna get?
What meat?
Yeah. He said there was like.
I know he said they had like beef, which I'm guessing is like homegrown cows out in the fields. But then venison is.
We don't grow them at home, sir. Yeah, we grow them out in the field. Yes.
This is your homestead.
Sure. Yes.
Semantics. Anyway, I'll do the venison. I'm more a man of I like the woods and nature more, so I'll go venison.
Good choice. Good choice.
Excellent.
If I do something different, will someone share with me?
I'll go half on you.
Okay, I'll get the pork. Do you eat pork?
It was pork, beef, and venison were the 3 options?
Do you eat pork though?
Yeah, I eat whatever.
Oh, okay. I'll get pork.
I am not a vegetarian, sir. I am part dragon.
You just never know, you know. So
I will literally eat any piece of meat put in front of me.
Yeah. So after a couple of moments, someone brings some food out for you.
Cool.
I'll split my venison with the tongue. Literally.
Toltos, do you like when you eat food? Do you do the death roll that alligators do, where they bite something and they spin around on their belly?
So you know the alligators and dragons are different things, right?
Yeah, but they're both reptilian, you know.
What's that mean?
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. No offense. I'm just kidding.
Turtles are reptiles too, bud.
Yeah, I know.
That's so funny.
Other reptiles?
I
was asking you.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if Tunk knows he's a reptile.
I don't do a death roll if I bite something.
Okay. I'm just curious, man. I don't know.
Just the build of my body wouldn't work for a death roll.
I've never seen you eat before.
I literally ate seaweed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He had his eyes closed, I think.
That's the only. Yeah, I don't think I was looking at you.
So the thing with the death roll on crocodiles and alligators is it's just the shape of their body allows for them to spin at that high speed, and the build of their snouts. So since I have a humanoid form, I'm not actually able to perform the death roll.
Okay.
I bet if I rolled on you, you'd die.
Maybe you'll learn eventually.
Tonk, I want you to know that's different on so many levels.
Well, Just saying.
But yes, someone might die if you rolled on them, unless they were very strong and could just push you off.
Hey, well, here's a real question. What do you guys want to do? Are we gonna go back? Because if we're gonna go back,
I want to go to sleep.
Well,
I want to go to sleep.
Of course, look at me. I'm gonna need to rest and
Yeah.
do something.
So let's.
But I mean, after that, tomorrow, what do we want to do? Let's plan. Like, are we gonna?
If we are going to go back, we need to be prepared.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you think that maybe we could? Well, we got hired, right? So could we hire someone to come with us? Maybe someone who could heal us or something.
Maybe.
Because that would be nice. But we're going back for sure. You guys want to go back? Because I'll go back too.
For sure. I want to go back.
Okay. Well, then let's get it started now. And he just stands up before his food gets there, has his drink in his hand or whatever, and turns around, knocks a chair over with his shell, and tries to go talk to like the locals.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the locals are definitely, they've got like eyes on you guys. I mean, like
We're
they weren't
different.
impressed with the idea that you were lords of Phandelin, but
Yeah.
Dragonborns, they've seen Dragonborn before. They probably have not seen a Tortle. That's probably something very new to them.
I was hoping for this.
Yeah. So so there are all sorts of like locals looking at you. Like who would you possibly like to talk to?
Let's see. I want to try and talk to somebody because I just had the idea of potentially hiring somebody. I want to try and find somebody who looks the closest to Jaakko.
Looks the closest to me. Jaakko?
Yeah, meaning like somebody who's like looks like kind of an adventurer.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
There are a few adventuring-looking types there. I see what you're saying, though. So someone who looks like they might be an adventurer.
Someone who I feel like, Mitchell knows that this is kind of like a prospecting town, so I'm sure that there are miners and whatnot, but there's barkeeps and all those kinds of things, but
yeah,
I
lot
feel
of
like
people in
we have
common
a specific
clothes.
look. Yeah, like we have a specific look to us.
So you definitely see a few people that kind of stand out.
Okay.
So there is a guy in some strange robes.
Okay.
And he has got a quarterstaff, and he's just kind of sitting there. He doesn't look like a miner. He doesn't look like a regular townsperson. He's drinking a large glass of wine.
Yeah.
There is another guy with I was thinking about one guy, but let's get them all here. Let's bring them all in. And there's a let's get one of these guys in here so that I can possibly take a look at real quick.
Yeah.
And let's get one of these guys. Okay. What happened to my other dude?
So there's
all right. So there's the guy with the glass of wine and the quarterstaff.
Okay.
There is a another guy. He's got a holy symbol around his neck. And he is he's also got he's got a mace.
Okay.
Like at his side. And he seems to be like reading from a small scroll, like maybe it's some sort of like, some sort of religious text, maybe, who knows.
Okay.
But there is a gentleman or a gentlewoman with a longsword. And she's kind of chilling out. And she looks like she definitely looks like she's some sort of adventuring type.
Okay. And are they all human? Just out of my curiosity.
Let's see. Okay. The The person praying is a dwarf.
Oh, okay.
The person with the glass of wine, I should probably write these things down. Where's my pen at? Yeah, the person with the glass of wine is a human.
Okay.
The lady with the sword is a human. And there is also a gentleman who looks elvish. He is wearing leather armor. He has a short sword and a dagger by his side. Okay. And he kind of looks more like Jaakko than the others, except for the fact that he's an elf.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. I though, seeing these people, I'm gonna go to the strange robes. The guy who's drinking wine.
Yeah.
He seemed. I don't know. He was the first person I saw, and he's also maybe look. Just because he said specifically he was with wine, might seem more like Tunk's type of at least he's drinking.
Yeah, everybody else seems to be drinking some sort of ale, including the dude who looks like he could be praying.
Yeah, I don't think he has had much time. Like, he's been drinking a lot of beer and ale and stuff, so he's like, ooh, someone's drinking wine. Let's go talk to this guy.
Something new and exciting.
Okay.
I think I'll just probably be like just sitting, eating my food, not really talking to anybody.
Stop that. Okay, let me get this guy all set up for you.
Yeah.
Use hush. I know she's so noisy. She's so noisy.
It's okay.
You stop that, baby.
She's beautiful just the way she is.
Thank you. She appreciates that. Anyway, so he is he's sitting there with his beard, and he looks like he's trying not to notice you at first. It's pretty obvious he saw you step up. You're very big.
Yeah.
And then he kind of just like glances
You're
over
freaking
at you.
huge.
He glances at you, glances away, and then glances back at you. And he's just like, "Hello, my large friend. How can I be of assistance?"
Hi, I don't know. I'm new to town. I was just looking to kind of talk to somebody. Do you care if I sit down and drink with you?
I guess not. Please have a seat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I pull the chair out and sit down, and you probably hear the wood creak under my weight. And my name's Tunqwag. What's your name?
My name is Gilmore.
Gilmore? Nice
Yes.
to meet you.
Thank you.
Well,
Nice to meet you, Tunk.
What brings you to Phandelver?
Oh, just stopped for the night. I'm on my way to Neverwinter.
Oh. Okay, well, I don't really know how to do this, so I might as well just ask. Me and my friends are new to town because we were on a job, and it looks like the person who hired us may have got kidnapped. And we went to try and help him.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do well, and so now we've come here to kind of rest up and then go back and fight another day. You look like somebody who, kind of like us, can carry their weight. But interested if, I don't know, maybe you'd like to meet us and maybe see if you want to come with us and help us.
Well, not to be rude, but I mean, so what would be in it for me? I mean, what are we talking here?
Oh.
So you need someone. I mean, I have a stick.
Do you fight? Do you perform spells?
I do know a couple of useful spells that perhaps they'd be useful. I can create a bolt of fire from my fingertips. I'm not going to do it in here, obviously.
Sure.
And I can also cast a spell that will put people to sleep.
Oh, can you heal at all?
I mean, I can apply a bandage.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's
can do
not
stuff
really
I can't.
the healing arts isn't really my thing.
Oh well. Okay. So you can do things though. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, so
Well, you said what's in it for you.
Yeah, I mean, so what sort of risk are we talking, and
Well,
what sort of reward would we be talking?
yeah. Well, I think the reward we can talk about the risk because it's a goblin cave and we killed a couple, but I don't know how many more there are, to be honest.
Sure, sure. And he's like looking at you. I mean, like you are still like one hit point, you know.
Yeah. I'm beat
And he's
up.
like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They were pretty tough, and we did. So yeah, it would be a goblin cave. I can't tell you how many there are, but you know, it's tough. That's why we needed help. And then
Right.
for like I said, for your reward, I mean, we could talk about it. We just came into a tiny little bit of coin, but we could see how to pay you. And I'm sure because Gundren, who is the one who paid us, if we save him, hey, he's more valuable than the cart of provisions, right?
I mean, I don't know about the Carter provisions, but sure.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Not very many people are going to value just a cart, right? Like, don't people value their lives or lives over pickaxes, right?
Yes.
Well, that's my point, right? So, if he was going to pay us 10 gold pieces, I'm just saying we could pay you, and maybe there is also another form of payment that could come.
I see what you're saying. You're saying if he was willing to pay you 10 gold pieces to protect his provisions, he may pay quite a bit more to save his life.
Right. That's exactly. And
Okay, yes. No, I understand exactly where you're coming
yeah. So you don't have to say yes. I know you said you're going to Neverwinter. We just came from there. I love it there. But now we're here. So, and we might need help. Maybe you think about it?
I'll definitely think about it. Let me think about it, and
Didn't mean to roll that. Sorry.
One thing that could also happen, Gilmore, is maybe we help you with something too. You know, you help us now and you get a little bit coin or whatnot, but if you had a task that you needed completed, maybe we could help you with that. Maybe. I don't know. You know,
yeah,
maybe
you could. Sure.
Okay.
I'll definitely think about it. I will definitely keep you in mind. Keep me in mind. Sure.
Okay. And then well, thank you for at least talking with me. And maybe we'll talk later.
Sure, definitely. I'll be
right
here.
over
I'm staying here. I'm staying here for the night. I'll probably be here most of the day tomorrow. I'm probably not setting out for till 2 mornings from now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a long trek.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're right over there if you want us, and I get up and turn around to go back to Toltos and Jaakko, and I knock the chair down again.
Okay.
And then I'll go over there. Oh, sorry, Gilmore. Sorry, and put it there and I go over there and I talk to him and
It's fine. Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. He didn't seem super interested. I asked him if he wanted to come and with us. To help us, and he didn't seem too interested. I don't think I'm very good at convincing him. I think the fact that goblins almost killed me made him not want to come.
But strength in numbers, right? I mean, if we have more people, it'll be that much easier.
I also told him that you would pay him 10 gold pieces if he came.
Me?
Yeah, you're the leader.
That's funny. That's a good joke. Wait, are you serious?
No, it was a joke.
Okay, jeez, dude.
Yeah. Here.
I mean, I got it. I got plenty of money.
Here. And I hand you a water skin to drink from.
What is that? What is this?
Just drink it. It's good.
It's the salt water that I gave you last time.
I glare at you.
He's already drank out of your salt water.
I sniff it.
Yeah, it smells salty.
Oh.
Take a swig out of it, no balls.
I'm good. I'll take a swig. I don't give a shit. I'll take a swig.
Well, okay. I'm sure that didn't taste that great to you, but...
A little salty, but, I'm kind of parched, so, maybe a little electrolytes Something.
No,
I don't know.
that will dehydrate you. Actually,
I'm just saying salts. Like there's a lot of sodium and electrolyte beverages. I don't know. It was disgusting. I don't want any more. Thank you though.
Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be a joke. Anyway, you guys go. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? I'm drinking and talking to people. You guys are sitting here eating, ruining people's jokes and shit.
Yeah.
it's only funny if you do it once to one person. You have to
No.
do it to different people.
He was going to fall for it for a second time. That's funnier than the first time. Everyone knows that.
You know, what'd be even funnier is
He
if
is
he
right.
forgets this again and you do it again tomorrow and he falls for it a third time.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. I admit.
It is known.
So if someone
Is there anybody? Is there anybody in the room, Mondo? That I almost said Mundo.
Yeah, you
like from League of
combined
Legends.
Gundren and Mondo together.
Is there any?
Mundry?
Is there anybody in the room that is like thiefish, like roguish looking?
Yeah, there definitely is someone who looks roguish looking.
And not just
Um,
roguishly handsome.
All
Well,
right,
he,
I'm gonna.
he is kind of handsome. He's an elf. He's wearing he's got leather armor on. He's got a short sword, and he's been eyeing you all like with a little like whimsical. He sees you guys as like he seems like kind of amused. Especially this big turtle man just knocking chairs over and stuff, and you guys bickering. He seems amused by it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go talk to him,
All right, yeah, he sees you approach.
and I'm gonna ask him if he's interested in making a little coin tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna ask him in Thieves' Cant, which I don't know
Okay.
what that sounds like, but
All right, well, so Thieves' Cant is kind
I
of
just
like
speak in code,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's like speaking in code with like little hand signals thrown in and like little it's almost like like what catchers and base coaches, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
no, so he's like so what are you saying to him?
I'm saying, would you be interested in making a little coin tomorrow morning? Some easy coin tomorrow morning.
So what he said was,
Yeah.
I like to think of conversations with Thieves' Cant happening as like you're reading between the lines. Like you're using words that can mean.
Yeah, like you're being very suggestive.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
what
know,
if I?
yeah, like, hey,
hey, you want to go
the
find a
president
dark
needs some
place with me
saving, and I
sometime?
heard that there's a bag. You want that bag or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
Some shit. I don't know.
I
just
feel like
made
it's a
some
little
shit up,
obvious.
but yeah.
What if I told you that I don't know. Yeah. So I asked him that.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, he's like yeah, sometimes it's good to save for a rainy day. He's just like what sort of weather do you think we're in for? Which would be Thieves' Cant for just like, I might be interested in making some coin. What's up? What's going on? But then he gestures for you to sit down
Yeah.
And,
so
like,
I pull out the chair. I take a seat.
and kind of gives you like a sign saying like, speak plainly, but softly.
So I get down. I sit down and I lean in a little bit closer, and I just speak in common, but I speak at a level that only me and him can hear.
Sure.
And I say, how good are you with that short sword?
With the short sword, he's like, I'm pretty good with the short sword. I'm good enough.
Are you cave full of goblins? Perhaps more skilled with the short sword.
Wow, cave full of goblins. Like,
Yes.
how many goblins are we talking?
I couldn't tell you a exact number, but more, probably 5 or more, I would assume. Maybe 10, maybe 20. It's kind of, we're not sure. I'm going to be honest, we went in a little brazen, thought it wasn't going to be a deal, and we had to bail, come back here. We're looking to pick up a couple more bodies so to make this go smoother, but there will be coin in it for you. Yes.
I've been known to slay a goblin or six in exchange for coin. Some people call me Erlich the Goblin Slayer. Not anyone around
Wow.
here. How much coin are we talking? Per goblin.
Per goblin, he said.
Per goblin. I will give you. For every goblin that you personally end their life, I will give you three silver pieces.
3 silver pieces to kill a goblin.
Is that a reasonable price?
I would
I'm normally
say
the one
it's-
getting paid to do things. I don't pay
Yeah,
people that often.
Well, I mean, what would you expect to be paid for killing a goblin?
I mean, I don't like to fight, so I might want more to kill than you, but for me, I'd say that seems reasonable. That actually no, I'd say that's perfectly reasonable, and I want to try to persuade him.
Okay, yeah, you could
No,
could try to
it's
persuade him.
perfect.
So I would like you to roll me a persuasion check, but then based on how well you think that check did, like tell me what you're saying that you think will persuade him.
Yeah,
Okay,
so give him a 12 persuasion.
I'm just like so. I would say a reasonable rate of pay is maybe what, a gold piece? Well, maybe 10. But no, I'd say a gold piece per hour, right? At a job. I don't know what the city you're from pays, but so there's that.
Your local
And then-
economies.
Yeah, but I figure the time it takes to kill a goblin, 3 gold pieces. I mean, that's probably only maybe 30 seconds of real work, but you're making almost a third of an hour's pay. You know what I'm saying? So this is great money for you, especially if you don't have any problems doing it with goblins. And you did just say yourself that you're known as the Goblin Slayer.
So, as a goblin slayer,
Mm-hmm.
what I think would be a fair payment for me. How many goblins did you say they were? And you said they were in a. Where are they?
So they're in a cave.
They're in a cave.
That has some water running through it.
Mhm.
We have already been there, so we know the layout of at least the first part of the cave that we
Sure.
know of. We're not sure how deep it delves, but yeah, for what we know, there's probably more than 5, but less than 20 goblins, I would assume.
More than
That's what
5,
I'm-
but less than 20.
I can't give you an exact number and promise that it's accurate, but I'm like 90% sure that's probably the case.
Okay, what I think would be fair would be 3 gold pieces for each goblin I've killed.
3 gold.
3 gold pieces for each goblin I killed, and an equal share of any additional profit to be made, such as treasure, reward, anything along those lines.
Okay,
The other option would be 5 silver pieces per goblin killed, and 50%, so a full half of whatever rewards, treasure, or any other monetary compensation could be made. I am a goblin slayer.
So, can I maybe roll insight or something to see if he's bullshitting about this Goblin Slayer thing?
Yeah, you can absolutely give me an insight check. Sure thing.
And also, I want to look at this dude and kind of size him up and be like, does he look like he's a high level person, or is he just talking a lot of talk?
I mean, he looks like he knows what he's doing at least as much as you guys do. But go ahead and give me an insight check.
And we
Looks like he knows how to barter better than Jaakko does.
Oh my god! 3.
I mean, it's like as he says goblin slaying, it's like his eyes kind of glint and he gets this little smile, perhaps he really enjoys slaying goblins. It seems like this might be something he's good at.
Could I discuss with my colleagues over here real quick?
Absolutely, please, by all means.
I'll be right back. And I come back and I say, wait, what was the percent on the first offer? It was 3 gold piece per goblin, and then how much percent?
An equal share. So I mean, I'm assuming that those other 2 gentlemen are your companions.
Yeah.
So I would expect a full fourth of
Yes, right.
of any.
Okay.
Yes.
So I go back to them, and I say, so I talk to this guy over here. He seems to know what he's doing. I can tell he knows what he's doing. He wants to join, but he says that we're gonna have to either. There's two offers.
Oh.
One, we pay him 3 gold pieces per goblin that he kills, and then he gets a share of the whatever we take take away from it all, or 3, or was it 5?
5 silver.
5 silver pieces, and he gets half of all of the everything.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hold on. I would just like to point out, let's just say that there was, in fact, 20 goblins in the cave, right? And for whatever reason, say some miracle happens and this guy is what he says he is, and he kills all the goblins by himself, that's 60 gold pieces to him. However, if we agree to 5 silver pieces and he somehow killed all of them, that would only be 10 gold pieces.
I was thinking
pay,
the 5 silver pieces makes more sense.
Just to say that to what we could pay him right now, it'd be safer to say the 5 silver pieces on top of giving him 50%. Because honestly, I don't know about you guys, I'm not really going into this cave looking for a profit on a personal level. I mean, if we find cool stuff, we find cool stuff. However, to survive getting out of this and be able to financially give what we promised is a little bit more important.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. What do you think? What do you think, Tunk?
well, I mean, we don't even know if anything's in the cave. I mean, we know that they.
But
They
I'm
rob
saying,
people,
like,
so-
let's just, we don't know if there's anything in there of monetary value. But
They're goblins, right? Like, they tried to kill us. They tried to ambush us. They were going to steal our stuff. They weren't just killing us to kill us, right? So
I don't
think
know.
they might. They definitely would.
you think?
Um,
No, come on.
I think they would.
Did they just murder us to murder us? You think?
I think that we seem
Listen.
like a threat in their territory. They would.
Oh.
I think we should get this guy to help us for the 5 silver pieces.
Well, wait. Well, hold on.
That's-
Okay, I talked to Gilmore, and he seemed nice.
Did he
Okay.
give you any numbers?
Why
No,
don't
we
we
didn't
pick
talk
up both
about
of
any
them?
numbers.
We didn't talk. You didn't talk any numbers. Did he
Wait.
say he would help us?
He was. He's. Yeah.
say-
he said
did
he
he
was
say-
interested. He was gonna think
Okay.
about it. We didn't talk about how
So-
much coin.
So when we wake up in the morning, we have to decide: do we want to go tomorrow, or do we want to wait another day?
Yeah. Well,
And if at the point we decide we want to go tomorrow, can we wait on someone who's not sure? No.
Well, I think if we try and we talk coin, I mean we have a fair base, right? I mean, I don't really care all that much about this money, but we might be
fun
able to
fact,
pay Gilmore less if we're worried about
If we
it.
decide that we do want to take either one of them or both of them, we might need to stop the partying soon because we can't spend any more money if we have to pay a bunch of people.
True.
I don't like it, but you're right. Well, there's a dwarf in here.
There
He
is
looks.
a dwarf.
He looks like he.
All
he's got,
right.
You know,
I'll
stuff.
tell you. I'll tell you, fellas, what. Fair is fair. Talk to Gilmore. Jaakko, you talked to some random roguish-looking person whose name you never told us.
Nope. There's.
I
a,
will.
There were no names in our discussion.
That's
well,
not
I
good
think it's-
business. But whatever.
there's
Even
a
if they give
female
you fake
too.
name.
I'm
Yeah,
a rogue, dude.
Which one was it that you said was praying or whatever it was?
The dwarf. Oh, elk.
I don't
That's
do
how you
this a
spell it.
lot,
Good luck.
but I'm gonna
Good
grab.
luck.
I'm gonna grab 2 ales and I'm gonna walk towards the dwarf.
Good luck,
Sure.
champ. And as you walk over there, I smack you in the butt like a baseball coach.
The scales probably like poke your hand. It probably hurt you a little bit.
Ah!
And then I do it to you.
You do it to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Woo!
All right.
Good game.
I hold out my hand. I'm like, dude, let's go. We're boys now.
We're boys.
Okay.
You're invited to my wedding now. I don't even know if I'll ever find love, but now you're invited.
All right,
Yeah,
so
man.
yeah, the dwarf is sitting there. He has just finished his ale, and he's just like looking at this like scroll, and he's just like yes.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, Dragonborn man.
That I am. I see you're out of an ale. Could I trade you this extra ale I have for a moment of your time?
Absolutely. You look like a fellow man of faith. Are you a fellow man of faith?
That I am.
Excellent. Have a seat. I'll gladly take that ale for a moment of my time, especially to talk with another man of faith.
We are rare in these parts nowadays. I, I'm so terribly sorry. Before we get into anything nitty gritty, my name is Toltos.
Yeah, Toltos, good to meet you. My name is Grumpily.
Grumpily. It's a pleasure to meet you, Grumpily.
Thank you. Yes, I'm a cleric of Moradin,
I
passing through town.
interesting. I am a mere paladin of Istitia. I hope I said that right. Istitia.
Sure, why not? The Istitia, you're a paladin of
Istitia.
Istitia. I thought you might be a paladin because you definitely seem like a man of faith, but you've got quite the bleed on you.
Yes. Sometimes the way of the sword is necessary to protect the way of the pen or the quill, whatever it is.
Sure, sure, I agree.
So I am here with a couple of traveling companions.
I noticed you got
Uh,
the Tortle. I've heard of them. Never
yes.
seen one.
Yeah, this adventure seems to be my first time with them as well, and of course, I'm
I have
sure
a cousin
you...
out of Baldur's Gate. With the Flaming Fist, he spent some time in Chult, told me about the Tortle people. I
I've
thought
heard
he
of the
might have been
Flaming Fist.
exaggerating, but I see by your he may not have been.
I've heard of the Flaming Fist, a small world we live in.
I suppose you could say that.
Now, my compatriots and I have run into some issues recently, where an employer of ours has been kidnapped by a group of goblins that were holding up in a cave.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. But unfortunately, when we attempted to retrieve our employer, we found ourselves both outnumbered and outgunned. They were just simply far too prepared once we entered the cave, and we knew too little.
Goblins, you say?
Goblins indeed.
Goblins.
And now me and my compatriots have been not so quietly looking for some assistance in our endeavors to return and at least uncover the fate of our employer and his compatriot.
Sure, sure.
I was wondering if I could interest you in possibly joining this adventure and helping us at least discover the fate of our employer. I am willing to. Absolutely. Oh, wow.
Absolutely. I mean, I've got my mace. I've got a bit of I've got a bit of divine magic. It's not as much as I hope to gain someday, but this is the sort of thing I'm out in the world to do, is to help others in need. And I mean, I try.
You're building your resume.
It's not. I don't have a particular hatred towards goblins, but at the same time, I've never really trusted them.
They do seem to be a bit of the shadier bunch.
But
now,
through Morden, I mean, I have some great. I have some ability to heal. I have the ability to Morden's guidance to assist you in your actions, and I can also bring a little bit of Morden's energy down, and just like a pillar of light from the heavens, and Morden is just like, I smite you. So I've got that going for me, which is swell.
That's very impressive, and I will be honest with you, I very much wish we had had someone of your capabilities by our side the first time we went into the cave.
I can tell by the bruises.
The healing alone would have been very much appreciated. However, if you are willing, we would be more than happy to have you again with us the next time we go in. We're looking at either on the morrow or the day after reattempting our search for our employer.
I'd be more than happy to assist you. And I mean, not that it's very important, because I try to do good deeds, but I mean, I am trying to make my way down to Baldur's Gate. I mean, does it pay?
It does pay. I was wondering when that would get brought up. I am willing to pay you for your actions and your assistance. Should the need arise to increase your pay when the job is done, upon my discretion, I'd be more than happy to. But I was thinking a base paying rate of 6 gold.
Oh, sure. 6 gold would definitely get me it'd get me a little further to Baldur's Gate. So sure. And yeah, if you feel if there's some profit to be had, and you feel that my abilities are worth a little more gold, I'd happily take it.
Absolutely, I like to think that I'm a fair man, and if I do believe that you've done enough, I would be more than happy to increase the payment upon that time. For now, the agreed rate of 6 gold.
Dope, as the dwarves say.
That's dope. I like that. I might take that. Might start using that myself. Oh, Grumpily, thank you very much for your time. And
Grumpily. Yes, Grumpily.
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 Did I not say it right? Grumpily.
You're saying grumpily as if I was grumpily sitting.
No, it's like grump and then ly. Grumpily.
Li grumpily.
Grumpily. All right.
Grumpily. There you go.
Thank you so much for your time. And
thank you so much for yours and for the ale.
I'll go back to the group. I'm getting a call for some reason.
Mute myself. Here we go.
Okay.
I'll unmute myself.
It seems that Toltos is like
Yeah, he's chatting about
having an excellent conversation
Yeah.
with this dwarf over at the table.
Hey, he's doing good, huh?
Yeah.
You know, he kind of that kind of shocks me a little bit because I've been trying to talk to him since we met. He doesn't tell me too much, to be honest.
Yeah, he's kind of an ass.
Oh my!
No, well, I mean, to be fair, now I don't know, but the first thing you asked him was how many people he's killed.
Yeah, he's a man of war. You know, I figured that's.
Well,
I was just trying to relate. You know, I don't have a crazy body count either, or I mean, I don't myself. So I'm impressed by that. You know, but
I'm
I
just
guess
saying,
he didn't really think that was.
He personally felt, I think, upset about it, but he's doing good, so that's surprising.
Yeah,
that's
good for him.
Wait,
man.
okay,
so
so
good for him.
let me ask you this: the guy I talked to Gilmore, I kind of shared what I could. He didn't. I don't know. I'll talk to him later too to see if he's still interested. But do you like your guy? Did he seem fun to travel with?
I mean,
he kind of looks like you. He got pointier ears though.
I mean, I know I'll get along with him, but you guys might find him a little difficult or rough around the edges. But I think I'll be able to kind of be our main source of communication with him.
Okay. Well, I think I'll probably get along with him as long as he's not just like crazy.
He says his claim to fame is that he is known as the Goblin Slayer. So I feel like that. I mean, if that's true, then that's definitely a good sign that he would be helpful.
Well, if he's not right now, if he comes with us, maybe he would be called that.
Yeah, right. Or maybe we will. I mean, that'd be kind of cool.
We'd all be called that, I think.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to talk about that after the mission tomorrow. But
look.
Sounds like.
I think Toltos is getting up.
I got. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, there he is. Okay.
Hey, Toltos, what your
Hey,
conversation
sorry,
looked like it went well.
I haven't drank this much in forever. I don't know. It got weird.
Told you I was gonna get you drunk.
Someone came into my door for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. So I met a cleric named Grumpily.
Grumpily, like when you do something with a bad mood.
No, not Grumpily. Grumply.
Grumpily. Okay. Okay, I'll make sure not to ask him to clarify when I meet him.
He said that he has the ability to heal, an impressive-looking mace, and we agreed on a price for his services. He says he's willing to help us.
Oh, how much?
6 gold.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's far less than your friend told, or Jaakko.
Yeah. Well, my kind, you know, we really value bang for buck. You know what I mean?
So we better get that bang up for his buck.
So do you think we should pay? Are you saying your vote is cast for him?
I think we should recruit both of them.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Oh,
We can afford it.
I'm willing to use my purse to pay Grumpy.
I just want to make sure that we don't get killed. You know.
I just think that if the person that you recruited joins the party, that you should pay them.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I will. I'm loaded, so we're
Yeah,
good.
okay.
you're
I mean-
rich. You know, you keep telling us that.
Yeah, I'm super rich, so we're
Um,
good.
Okay.
We're gonna get in there, and his helper is just gonna kill all the goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he's just gonna keep like kill stealing, where like we get it down to like one, and he just comes up and like rips their head off.
5 silver.
God damn it!
Well,
Just right in front of Jaakko. Just
I'm like, nah, I was right. I was literally about.
what do you guys? Should we talk to the elf lady? Might as well, or just to
I
see,
think-
or are you guys kind of like, let's just hire these 2 people and move on?
Like 2 bodies is enough.
Well, I'm just saying maybe. Are you saying for sure like you're full in on your guy and we're for sure in on Grumpy, or do we want to potentially see what we got?
I am very much willing to, no pun intended, put my faith in Grumpy.
Okay.
I'm
Just,
biased.
I feel like a man of the cloth is just a little bit
Okay.
easier for me to rely on in a situation where my life is
Can you-
at stake.
Can I
They're
ask,
certainly trustworthy.
Can I ask you guys to each roll persuasion check with me for like
Bless
Tunk?
you.
Yeah, bless you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Trust me, man. This guy's a goblin slayer. Don't even worry about it.
I'm not.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
God, I cannot persuade people today. Oh no.
It's an
Okay.
8, but
A 4 and an 8.
it's fine. I don't care.
Okay. Well,
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm just telling you how I see it.
no, for sure. I get it. Okay. Well, let me just go talk to Gilmore, see what price he's at, and maybe.
What does Gilmore do? Did you talk to him about like?
Yeah,
what
he
is
like
his...
he can like cast. He could throw like fireballs from his fingers. He said, or he said he could make fire.
Firebolt?
Maybe. Yeah. I didn't know if there's a difference. It's fire, so that's
Well,
cool.
Yeah.
And then
I've
he
seen some crazy wizards.
he
in the
also
military.
said he could put people to sleep.
That is a very nifty trick. Can he put an army of goblins to sleep?
Yes.
Are you just saying that so I feel
Whoa.
better?
No.
Can you roll a persuasion check for me?
I'll roll deception.
All right. Here's the deal.
Deception.
We're gonna all.
I
we're
think
all-
you should have. I think you should have advantage on that
Okay.
deception check or whatever you're rolling. Just with the quickness that you said yes.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
how
And
many goblins? You're like, yeah.
how do
would
I roll?
I roll a counter insight check on that? Is that how we're doing it? No, I'll just do my passive. Fuck it. No, just passive.
How do I roll at advantage? Do I
You would hit shift and then click.
shift click? Got
Yeah,
it.
shifting and then click the roll.
11.
I just stare at you. I'm just like,
That's what he said he could do.
You don't not believe him, but you're also not convinced. You're kind of just like.
no, I just don't believe it, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Okay, well, let me go talk to him, and
that was
we
that
see.
was Castle, not.
I think
I'm not
Grump-
gonna say it. I
Grumpy
don't
is
wanna
going
hurt
to
his
be a
feelings.
good party member. He can heal us. That's what we need. I mean, no offense, Jaakko. I know you like him, but you guys seem like you guys do the same thing. But we don't have a Grumpy, and we don't have a Gilmore. I'll be back. Knock the chair over, and I go.
Okay.
And I'll say, hey, hey, Gilmore.
Yes.
My friends, I guess, they were talking to other people too, and they found some adventurers that they like and maybe want to hire. So I thought, hey, it's been a few. I'll come back and see how much it was going to cost to potentially hire you.
We didn't talk prices the first time.
Well, I mean, I did ask like how much you'd be willing to pay. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, okay. We'll do maybe 4 gold pieces.
Is that 4 gold pieces a day?
Yeah, I think we could probably maybe do a day. I think it will probably only take one day. I think we can do it. But yes.
I 4 seems a little on the low side. I mean, I'm not trying to.
No,
You know,
I
I
get
definitely. But I mean, I'm thinking maybe if I were. I mean, spell components to do the things I can do, like put people to sleep. I mean, they are kind of pricey. I mean, I'd feel a lot better attempting this.
Hey, can you put an army of goblins to sleep?
Probably an army of weak goblins if I do really well with my spell. I want to be honest.
Well, okay, then I
mean,
didn't lie.
You know,
Okay.
an army of weak goblins. If they're very strong goblins, I may be able to get a few of them.
Okay. Okay, so what would you like to do then? 4 is low.
I'm thinking 6 gold pieces per day.
Okay.
If it takes a day, that's great. If there's any treasure to be had, I mean, I of course I would expect a fair share. I mean, that's only fair.
Yeah.
And just some sort of assurance that you won't just leave me to die. I mean, like, if things are looking bad,
sure,
I would expect you guys to. I mean, I'll help you. You help me. Cover me getting out of there. I'm not.
Hey, I mean, that's
I'm not
exactly
as solid
what we're
looking
doing
as
now.
you and your Dragonborn friend, or as stealthy looking as your human friend there.
Yeah, that's true. But it speaks to, you know from who we are. We're going back to go save someone. So if the same thing happened to you, you got to know that we probably do the same thing. Just like we would hope you would do the same thing for us. Okay, six gold pieces a day, 25% an equal share. If we hire you with my 2 other companions. Okay, let me go talk to them. I'll come let you know. And then I go back, relay the information. We don't need to RP out all the math, but
I don't have to RP out the math. I can tell you right now. If we do hire all 3 of them, Jaakko's person gets 50%, your person gets 25, and we get 25. My guy didn't ask for anything except for 6 gold pieces. Your person asked for 6 gold pieces a day, and Jaakko's asked for 5 silver pieces per goblin.
Okay, so we could hire all of them, but on a Tunk level, Tunk doesn't want to just hire a bunch of people to do all the killing for him. You know, he wants to do some shit. He likes that. So
we can all kill them together.
So outside of it, though, outside of like the RP stuff, because now it's just us trying to choose which is the better option for us, and like who do we want to be friends with moving forward. I think Grumpy is a must.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole reason why we decided to hire somebody, was to try and get a cleric.
Yeah, or to try to get a healer.
Yeah, someone who could heal. And then other than once we hire Grumpy, Tunk would not care if we hire anyone else. Meaning, like, he doesn't think will need to hire someone else to do it. But if we want to hire somebody based on the fact that we're going to have a relationship with them later, then he'll hire somebody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys want to do?
I mean, if we don't need him, I don't know if we take the second rogue. Like, we don't need 2 rogues.
Yeah, so then the question is, how badly does Jaakko want to become friends with Elric?
Wait, what?
How badly do you
want to be friends with the other rogue person, Elric?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
dude, if you want to be friends with him and let's hire him. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, it's neither here nor there for Jaakko. Like, I'm not trying to make a friend. I was just trying to hire somebody because I thought they might help, and I was more leaning towards a rogue person because I knew I would easily talk to them about it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But I mean, if you guys don't think that he's worth the coin, which he is the most expensive, it sounds like probably, then I'll just tell him no, no offense, but we're gonna just do this without.
We're going the path of faith.
Okay, let's hire Grumpy. I think that's a good choice.
Just Grumpy.
Well,
that's the second question. Do we want Gilmore?
I think Gilmore is capable. He did say that he could put to sleep a bunch of goblins.
The whole sleep thing is pretty enticing to me.
it's
if
cool.
things start going south, we could put
But
a bunch of them to
he
sleep.
wanted 6 gold pieces a day, and
We wouldn't be gone
an
longer
equal
than a
share.
day.
Well, who knows, right? Because maybe we are on our way back and we have to rest, or get what for whatever reason, and then we've had to pay him more. I think Gilmore's cool. I just think he's not that into it, and it sounds like Grumpy is like, I want to do good things, and that's kind of a guy I want to be friends with, you know.
I'm here for
Yeah.
it.
That's a guy who's gonna come back for us too, you know. If something happens, he'll save me like you guys did.
Yeah, and I hate to represent my people in the wrong way, but I think people of the thieves trade generally are not super trustworthy. It's hard to trust them sometimes because they're usually in it for their own motives. You know?
I want you to know how long I've been wanting to say that, but didn't because I didn't want to be rude.
Yeah, that's okay. We all know that's how we are. We can't help it.
Well, okay. Well, I'll say this: if for some reason, Jaakko, you wanna be friends with this guy, we can hire him, and we'll see how he goes.
I like people that I persuade easily, which I didn't persuade him. So
Okay.
fuck that dude.
Okay. Okay. So let's.
We do
Toltos-
have
What?
one more option on the table.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh. Yeah. Look. There she is. Okay. We could talk to her if we want to. But I think we kind of only need the healer though. Right?
But you don't know what she does. I'm just saying, like,
Let's
if
go-
she
let's go
also had
ask her, hey,
healing
what do you do?
capabilities, if she had healing capabilities,
True.
having
okay.
2 healers isn't necessarily.
Are we not hiring Gilmore?
I don't
No.
think so. No.
Okay, fine.
All right. So Mondo,
I don't care enough to go talk to her. So
do we want to RP that out, or do we want to just get the numbers so that we can make the decision? What do you guys want to do? We can RP it.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
All 3 of us just lumber over.
I don't think. all
No,
three-
just kidding.
I think Jocko's doesn't care anymore.
I just
I would go with you, Tonks, because you're the friendly face and I am the
Okay.
not so friendly brain.
I'll walk over to her. She is human. Is she okay? Yeah, I'll walk over to her.
Yeah.
And just be like, "Hi."
She is wearing a chain shirt, and she is
I don't think she's a healer.
Yeah, which she could be so, but probably
Could be.
probably
She could be a
fighter.
like a paladin like me.
Yeah, probably a fighter though. But yeah, just say hi. My name's Tunqwag. This is Toltos. What's your name?
What are you buying me to drink?
Oh.
What do you What do you want?
I'll take an ale.
Okay, Toltos, go get her now.
Hold my hand out to him.
I'll drop the 4 copper pieces.
I go get the ale.
Oh, she's got a toothpick in her mouth. That's how you know she's mean.
Or a star. Whatever.
So
Yeah, or she just ate some meat. You know, I don't know.
so
Was Elric out of the running completely there?
Who?
not
I don't
completely,
remember.
not completely. Keep
Okay.
him in there.
Elric, the rogue.
Okay.
Not completely, but
Yeah.
the least likely right
My
now.
name. Right.
Hey, you like to drink, so do I.
My name's Clarissa. What can I do for you?
Larissa.
I see you
Larissa.
speaking to some of these other adventurers.
Yeah, we've been kind of making our way.
I
Well-
wish we walked into the bar and been like, I'm here to assemble a team.
Yeah. We
Who's with me?
Free beer.
we lost a friend in a goblin cave, basically, that he was taken, and we need some help. So we've been talking to some of the people that look like they were maybe like they wanted to do it, you know. And
Adventurous.
you look that way to me, and so I thought, hey, let's see what she's all about. I'm Tunqwag again. I don't know if I said that before.
All right, Tunqwag again.
No, oh no. Just Tunqwag.
Oh, sorry. Tunqwag.
So Are you interested, or do you want some this?
What does it pay?
I'm still there, so I'm like, the going rate right now is 6 gold.
The going rate is 6 gold.
Well, the two adventurers that are trustworthy both agreed to a payment of 6 gold pieces.
How do you know they're trustworthy?
Because they're the only ones that didn't look like they were staring at my wallet the whole time talking to them.
Okay.
Well, I guess one can never really know until actions are presented, right?
The only one I'm putting my full faith in is a man of faith, so there's that. I'm still eating my food.
I saw you speaking to the skinny guy over there with the glass of wine.
Oh, yeah, Gilmore.
Yeah, I mean, spellcasters are all right. You said goblins?
Yeah, spellcasters, you.
Goblins. I mean, they're goblins. That guy, not for nothing, she's pointing at Elric.
Yeah.
Like, she's not even being slick about it. She just doesn't give a shit. She's like, I wouldn't trust that guy as far as I could spit a kobold.
How far do you think you could spit a kobold, do you think?
No, that's not.
Not far. So that's how far I would trust him.
Yeah, okay.
Now the dwarf, he looks like an all right guy. He looks like and he's been sitting over there like reading from some sort of religious text, if I'm not wrong. I can see he's got a holy symbol of Moradin around him. He'd probably come in handy in a fight.
You're observant.
I've got this, and she just like lays her longsword on the table.
Yeah.
And I'm good with it.
I got
it's
this.
usually nice when you have a sword.
And I like flip my spear, you know? I'm good with this one too.
Good. I mean, you want me to go help you kill some goblins and rescue your friend? I'm down for that, but it's going to cost you at least 10 gold pieces. That's what this and this, you know, she pats the hilt of the longsword, gets you.
Okay.
I'd also expect a fair share of any treasure or rewards that may come about this. If nothing comes about it, well, at least I got some experience, you know, killing goblins. I mean, you can never kill too many, right? Am I right?
That's valid.
Hell yeah.
From
across the room, Jaakko goes, hell yeah.
It's like the old guy from Big Daddy.
So, I mean, that's what it'll cost you. I mean, I can.
Okay. So you asked us how we thought that they were trustworthy. So how would you say that you are?
He's learning.
I wouldn't tell you that I'm trustworthy.
Oh.
That's up for you to decide. You seem kind of trustworthy. You seem a little naive as well. I mean, I've never seen your kind before. I'm expecting you don't have a lot of experience out in the and she's like a scoffing look at like the surroundings, the big world.
I trust her. I hate it.
No,
I
I guess I haven't. I've spent most of my time on Cholt and a little bit of time in Neverwinter.
I've heard of Cholt. Dangerous place.
Yeah. I mean, it's home, so.
Well, that's impressive.
Well, I appreciate that.
Is it?
You know, I think my siblings would like you the most. You seem kind of like them.
Okay.
You know, I just
like your siblings back in Cholt.
Yeah, sorry, I was just thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of yeah. Okay, so 10 gold pieces and an equal share of whatever loot could be inside the cave.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll go talk to Jaakko. Yeah, Toltos, do you have any questions? Give me that drink. And I hand it to her.
I gave it to her
Thank
forever ago. What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
I gave it to her when I got back.
Didn't know.
You just gave her Toltos a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, you turn.
Give me that shit.
You turn up. Yeah.
And he thought he was gonna get me drunk. Joke's on him. I've been giving other people my drink all night.
Well, anyway, I say,
I think Tunk's the drunk one.
yeah,
Give me
for
that
sure.
drink.
Give me that.
I'm
shit.
gonna. Yeah, I guess I'll move the chairs aside as I see as Tunk is coming.
Yeah, you know.
The very first time ever that Tunk has walked through a room without knocking the chairs over because I'm actively.
Yeah, he like spins and he expects to have to turn back around, but then it's like,
Right.
that's weird, and then just keeps walking. And I just tell Jaakko, I was like, I don't know, she's expensive, but she's a straight shooter. Okay,
I kind of like her the best.
She's like I said, she's straightforward, but Jaakko, she does cost 10 gold pieces a day plus a fair share of the treasure.
To be fair, if it took 2 days, Gilmore would have cost 12 gold, and he wanted a fair share.
That's true. But she also said that she pointed to the elf. She said she didn't trust him.
I mean, neither did I.
Just saying. So sorry.
He said, "I'm so sorry."
I think Grumpy's at least one. And if you guys want to pay Clarissa 10 gold pieces, we can do that. I mean, I have, after all this, since Toltos made me spend my money first, I have 14 gold pieces.
Yeah, how much would you have had if I told you not to save money for a room?
Less. More.
Hey, so I lean in.
No, you would have had
more,
less.
sorry.
You've just been drinking.
I've
the
been
whole
drinking.
time.
Yeah, you're right. You mean you're definitely right. So, I say, yeah. If we want to be sure, we hire Grumpy and Clarissa. I think. If we just want to be sure, we hire Grumpy.
So, oh my God, I'm sorry. So what if I told you guys? I lean in a little bit closer and I say, hey, what if I told you guys? From my personal research over the past, while you were talking to that female over there,
Yeah, Clarissa.
correct? Through my own investigation, just passively, just what I was doing as I just sat there, I noticed there's a decent amount of people wearing pretty valuable looking jewelry on, with and I'm thinking that.
I'm gonna just step in front of him.
I'm thinking that if on their way to their room, when I catch them later this evening, I might bump into them per se. Wink, wink.
I'm just standing in front of him, staring at him.
Okay, what about you,
All
Tom?
All right. To be honest, though, I mean, just to let the people who might have some jewelry are the people you've been talking to here. They've got like some jewelry. Most of the people, the townsfolk, they are pretty much jewelryless. Like,
yeah, so I'm like,
they
you
might
mean
be wearing like a rock on a string.
Yeah, I'm like, you mean Clarissa, Grumpy, Ulrich, and Gilmore?
Yes.
You think they have coin?
Yeah. So which ones are we not taking again? Because those are the ones that I'll bump into later.
How about you don't bump into anyone because I don't want to have a fight with them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
Especially your elf friend, because he might catch you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But he also highballed me, so I'm kind of a little salty about that.
I mean, if it's a personal thing, it's a personal thing. But
I
you sound to be a fight, not robbing.
I'm actually gonna go back over to him. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "Hey, good sir.
You're not hired.
There is no longer meat in the stew. Have a good night." And I turn around.
That's so funny. That's good. That's a good one. There's no longer meat in the stew.
Hey, there's no more meat in the stew. Have yourself a good night.
He thinks you're a
Who do you
barkeep.
say that to?
Yeah, and then
Elric.
and then
He says
the
it's
That's
way-
Elric.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. But he knows what I mean.
He knows what you mean. Yeah.
I say,
He's
"Have a
probably
good
more
night, sir."
amused at how dumb you are.
He's like he just kind of does one of these like and
Yeah.
goes back to drinking.
And
Well,
then,
he
and
does.
then then a waiter that's walking by is like, wait, who's student of needed? What's going on here? And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's an inside joke. Carry on.
I just go over to Gilmore and tell him we're gonna go in a different direction.
Sure. All right, I understand. No worries.
We're unfinancially ready for your employment, sir.
Yeah. Wow, I never thought I would be interviewing people in a D&D show.
Yeah, I know, really.
We really wanted to
No,
know.
this was not like job interviews. It felt more like Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Why should we invest in you?
Shark Tank.
What's your product?
They're like, so I carry a mace, I can do this, and I'm asking for 5 gold pieces.
Listen,
start my business.
sharks.
Yeah.
Sharks, I have a proposition for
Sharks.
you. Has this ever
Sharks.
happened to you? You walk into a cave of goblins unprepared. Don't worry, I have healing.
That's actually that would be a hilarious D&D bit.
Hey. Is there shark people in D&D?
There are shark people in D&D.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, sort
Yeah.
of like the Sahuagin, and is that how you pronounce it? I never know.
I think that's how you pronounce it. Sahuagin. I think something like that. Yeah. Let me.
That's my next.
I can get Matt Mercer to pronounce it for me. I think.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be a shark person. I will only be things that come from Cholt.
Yeah.
Um.
Sahuagin?
Yeah, something like that.
Whatever the fuck.
Okay, so who do we want to hire, guys? Out of character. What do you guys want to do? Castle, go ahead.
Grumpy Carissa.
Okay. Jordan, are you on board for that?
Yeah, 100% on board.
Okay, so I'll go back over to Clarissa, and I will have the conversation with her, and I would expect Toltos to do the same for Grumpy.
Yep. I'll go to
And
Grumpy. I'll be like, sir, you're hired.
I'll just say, hey, where after talking to Jaakko, he really liked you too. So if you want to come with us tomorrow, we'll pay you your 10 gold, and we'll split the treasure with you.
Sounds good. What time do we start?
We're gonna leave at 7.
I'll be waiting at 6:30.
Perfect.
I'll probably be down at 6.
Okay, and then
Man of faith.
and then I go back, and I'll actually hand her 5 gold pieces now.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Half
Okay.
at the beginning. Just saying.
Yeah.
And
Professional.
I'll say, I learned this today. You need to make sure you pay these things first. So I'm going to give you this, and enjoy your night.
Thank you. Enjoy yours.
I mean, so I'll go up to Grumpy.
Mhm.
Give him a good old sir. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
So I have gone to my associates, talked it over, and we think that your pricing and your abilities are all more than fair and more than capable for what we need. So I'd like to pay you 3 of the 6 gold now, and we will see you tomorrow at 7 in the morning.
Fantastic. I'll see you in the morning, 7 o'clock sharp.
7 o'clock sharp.
Sharp.
Cool.
And I will go to my room and get this long rest that is well overdue.
Yeah.
Oh man, long rest. Let me click on the. Do I have a bed? No. Okay, you guys can just click on the long. Oh, there's the bed.
Long rest button. Oh, there
Well, no, I got
there it
a
popped
yeah,
up.
a little. Yep, it should have popped up.
Ah, I feel so much
nice.
stronger. I have lay on hands again.
Yeah.
I got
Cool.
5 points of healing again, bitches.
Probably a good place to call it.
Yeah, but before we call it,
Oh.
on your character sheets,
Yeah.
please, by all means, I think it should just be as easy as typing it in. You currently have 115 hit points. I would like you to add 50 to that.
Okay. 165.
So I'm back up to my max then,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. And then
which
up
is
to
still single digits. RIP.
yeah.
Yep, and you should have 165 total experience now.
Perfect.
Give yourselves 50 experience points for all this interviewing and stuff. You
Where
get
is the experience on
for
the sheet again?
Up at top right.
Right.
Yep.
Top right.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh. How much do we have? Sorry.
165.
Your total will now be 165.
165. Cool.
Yes. And finally, because I had such a good time with the interviewing process, and it's also a good idea, I would like you each to go back over to on your to the left of your character sheet, Click on that D20 over your avatar.
Inspiration.
You each have an inspiration point
Hell
that
yeah.
you can definitely probably use when we go back to check out those gobos.
I feel like we talked about this at the beginning,
Gerblins.
but
Yeah.
Mondo, how do you roll inspiration? Is it, hey, I'm going to use my inspiration on this, roll at advantage, or is it wait until you see the roll? Oh, that didn't go well. Roll at advantage.
You're gonna choose to use the advantage first.
Okay.
And then so you'll choose to use inspiration first, and then go ahead and roll with advantage.
Can inspiration be used on death saving throws?
Yeah, inspiration can absolutely be used on death saving throws. It can be used on any saving throw, any attack roll, any skill check.
Sick.
Awesome.
Almost anything you're going to roll a d20 for. I only say almost because I suppose there could be a time where you guys roll a d20 and I'm just like, well, that wouldn't be one of those times.
Yeah.
So almost anything you can roll a d20 for.
Okay, cool.
If only we had 300 XP so I could cast spells.
Well, maybe at the end of this.
I would say definitely by the end of this cave, this spelunking that we are about to do, we'll be good.
Yeah, we'll be close. Okay, well, that will end it for our third episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Mondo, thanks for DMing. Castle and Jordan, thanks for coming in to play. We are excited about this game, and honestly, one time kind of doesn't feel like enough, but you know how schedules go, so it's one time a week for now. And we are also, starting next week, we will be starting an hour later, at least for the foreseeable future. So 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10
Eastern.
Yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern. And so that's when we'll be going.
We want to announce any other projects that might be coming up?
We are looking into doing at least one other talk show, maybe two. So we will see exactly what we're going to do, and we'll announce it on Discord
I know
and Twitter.
there's you and me, and then you
Jordan.
said you and Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be 2 talk shows, possibly each going on alternating weeks.
Yep. So that will also help us with like getting affiliate, because you have to stream more than one time a week to do so. So we're going to start with kind of those things. But other than that, guys, have a great night. Much love to you guys, and we will see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.
Peace. Peace.
No, it's our